In the 256th year of the Great Xian, floods caused widespread disaster. Hunger everywhere. People resorted to cannibalism.
Give it to me. Give it back to me.
Don't take my bun. Give it back. My bun. My child. Wake up, my child.
Let's go quickly. The rain's pouring again.
Our Heaven County, the county magistrate is still unconscious. The victims are like headless flies, eating tree bark, eating clay. Sooner or later, they'll starve to death on the road.
Sigh. A year of great disaster. Look at how hungry we all are. This damn weather, it just won't stop raining.
The father of my child, Theo, still can't poop.
I'm coming. There.
I told you to eat less. Play again, you little rascal.
Finally, it's out. Eat less clay.
Hey, don't eat that. Still eating.
Sis, I'm hungry. I still want to eat clay.
No matter how hungry, you can't eat clay.
I'm hungry.
Sis will dig up some grass roots for you to eat later. Be good.
The father of the child, the county magistrate saw. He can't survive either. I think we might as well eat him.
No, that's not possible. We can't eat him. The rain stopped.
It's been raining for 3 months straight. The whole county is flooded. Even if it stops, it's useless.
I time traveled to be the magistrate of a disaster-stricken county in Gao Jialan. I led the whole county to escape the famine together. What a catastrophic start. I'm so hungry it hurts.
Magistrate, sir. You're awake.
You scared me to death.
I don't have anything here to feed you. How about these straw sandals? Boil them for you to eat?
Get out, get out, get out. Who would eat your straw sandals?
Come. Hiring. Look, there's food. My master needs a bedwarming maid. Above 12 years old, below 16 years old, offering half a bushel of rice.
A person is only worth half a bushel of rice?
In a year of disaster, that's the price. If you don't sell, you'll just wait to die.
Dad, Mom, let's sell Janet. Half a bucket of rice. Can last for several days.
Sell. He's buying a maid, not a wife, not a concubine. It's to take you back as.
No. Our Lee family has always been honorable. Even if we starve, I can't.
Dad. Big brother has already drowned. Second brother's body is not yet cold. Third brother ate clay, and has been seriously ill. Dad, I know you have integrity. Just consider it as, give my daughter a chance to live.
No way.
Mom.
Yours. Hey, don't cut in line. One at a time.
Brad. I want to sell myself.
No. Don't.
It's full. No more.
I can read.
I look pretty good.
I'm the daughter of a scholar. Our family has been officials for generations.
A prestigious family. That's nice.
I'm a virgin. Better than these. The straw mat is much better. I'm worth at least 3 bushels of rice.
You? 1 bushel of rice. Will you sell?
No, I won't sell.
I won't sell.
Will you sell or not?
My daughter. Your father would work like a horse or an ox, just to support you.
I'll sell.
Wait a minute. Buying a young maiden for 1 bushel of rice. That's a bit heartless, isn't it?
Your Honor.
Are you the magistrate of the disaster-stricken county? Your Honor, why are you dressed like a beggar? Still hanging out with that filthy beggar. Get lost quickly. Don't get in our way here. Buying women.
Is that how you talk to me?
HMPH. Or what? If you keep talking nonsense, I'll have my master take your official hat. You dare hit me?
Your Honor.
Do you know who I am? From the Huang family.
The Huang family is not to be messed with.
I don't care if it's the Huang family or the Li family. You're standing on Heaven County's land. And I, Nate Cheng, am the local tyrant of Heaven County. If I tell you to go east, you go east. If I tell you to go west, you go west. Even if I sleep with your wife, you still have to raise my son. Guards. Bring him to court. I want to interrogate this bastard.
What are you doing? I'm with the Huang family. Let go of me.
Majesty.
Bring the criminal, Brad.
How dare you interrogate me? Our master Huang won't let you off.
Still being stubborn. Slap him 20 times.
HMPH, who among them doesn't know that our master Huang's son is a high-ranking official in the court? See if any of them dare to touch me. Do you think they're all as stupid as me?
Hey, you go.
No, no, no.
Just now your daughter almost had to sell herself. Aren't you going to take revenge? If anything happens, I'll take the blame. Go!
Hey, hey.
How dare you?
Ah,
Sir, I was wrong. I was wrong.
Criminal Brad, instigating others to sell their children, is a capital crime. But I am kind-hearted. I'll spare your life. Tomorrow, deliver to the Yamen 5,000 bushels of grain, and this matter will be settled.
5,000 bushels. Aren't you just robbing me?
Either hand over the food, or hand over your life. Your choice.
I won't give you food. I won't give you my life. I refuse.
Alright. Still so stubborn, isn't that right? Folks, you've been hungry for several days, haven't you? Today, I will treat you to some barbecue.
What are you trying to do?
Start a fire. These victims have been hungry for several days. They definitely won't waste food. In the past, the Buddha sacrificed his flesh to feed the eagle. Today, you, Brad, are grilling for the people. It's also considered a blessing for the local folks.
I'll provide the grain.
Provide the grain, please. It's too late.
10,000 stones. 10,000. Please, don't grill me.
Oh no, such a kind person. Go back and prepare the grain. Deliver it to the county office tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll grill your whole family. Get lost.
I, Janet Lee. Thank you, sir, for your rescue.
Who wants to save you? You think too highly of yourself.
Sir, what do you mean by this?
What I mean is, since you're going to be sold off as a prostitute anyway, you might as well be my private one.
How shameless you are.
Do you want to starve to death here?
I'd rather starve than be with you.
Being my woman is a step up for you?
I, Janet Lee, would rather starve to death than be with you, a rogue county magistrate.
Why can't you understand?
Shut up. Ungrateful wretch. My lord. This humble citizen greets you on behalf of my daughter.
You're pushing me into a pit of fire.
Daughter.
I'm doing this for your own good.
This Lance is quite a smart person. He can stay by my side and work. Lance, right?
Yes.
Come to my office tomorrow and be a clerk.
Thank you, sir.
Stop.
Sir, we need to escape the disaster outside, or we'll starve to death.
Yes, sir. We'll starve to death.
Escape? No escaping allowed.
But
Immediately, get back to Heaven County, all of you. Go build my base, build the compound. Finish it and you'll get food. Fail and you'll be buried in the foundation.
Sir, isn't that a bit too harsh?
Survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive. Get out.
oh God, please open your eyes. In this year of disaster, he wants us to be his laborers. Damn the county magistrate.
Damn him.
Cruel. You are the most brutal magistrate. This is just outrageous.
Janet.
Tonight, I'll show you what brutality means.
Put some effort into it.
Master, something terrible has happened. That lousy county magistrate wants us to donate 10,000 bushels of grain to the disaster victims. This isn't just 10,000 bushels of grain. This is going to ruin the Huang family's fortune. Oh dear. That rotten official spanked me. This is a slap in your face, master.
10,000 stones.
A mere child.
He really dares to ask.
Yeah. He said if we don't hand over the grain, he'll sleep with your wife.
Nonsense. Corrupt official. This is too much. Prepare the sedan chair.
Yes. Use some strength. If you don't massage properly, I'll send you to the brothel to learn some skills. Hurry up. Hey, yes.
Nate Cheng. You, a nearly starving 7th rank county magistrate. How dare you talk back to me, don't you know? Who I, Rick Huang, am. Let me tell you. My son is a second-rank official. He's the Minister of Personnel. I'm telling you. You think you can ask me for food? I'm telling you, there's plenty. I'm not scared to refuse. No, I won't give it.
Hey, so much nonsense. You just don't want to pay the grain tax, do you?
Not only will I refuse, I'll strip you naked, and parade you through the streets. Let the people of Heaven County know who rules Heaven County.
Mr. Huang is making trouble. You're doomed.
Sir, maybe you should apologize. Mr. Huang's son is the Minister of Personnel.
Nate.
What? Are you going to hit me?
I will hit you. You scoundrel, trying to teach me what to do. Ooh?
You're just a minor official. How dare you hit me? My son is the Minister of Personnel. He will have you removed. Just you wait.
Lance, show your talent.
Yes. Disrespectful to authority. Disrespectful to the law. You have no regard for the law.
You're doomed. My master will return. Write a letter to get you fired from your official position.
Screw you. Fine. Just you wait. Let's go.
Where to? Bring them here.
What do you want to do? My son is the Minister of Personnel.
Let me go. I won't pay the grain tax either. My father is the Prime Minister. Scared me to death. Lance Lee, put Mr. Huang in line. Those who won't pay the grain tax, hand them all over to me. Hey. They're all lining up. Continue, quickly.
Stop. I'll offer 30,000 stones. I'll offer 30,000 stones of grain. He.
Oh dear. Isn't Mr. Huang quite easy to talk to? Come on. Help him up.
Beast, indeed. You're a living person, and you just gave your head away like that. I am a beast.
Mr. Huang, why are your pants wet? Ha.
30,000 stones. I'll go prepare it right now.
Go. Ha.
Sir, my head-shrinking blood-spraying trick. How is it? Impressive.
Absolutely amazing.
Mr. Huang was scared to death.
It's really something. So, from now on, you can come to the county office to perform exclusively the dog-head immortal jump.
Yes.
Sir. Aren't you worried about tricking him like this? Will there be any trouble?
Oh, what are you afraid of? Didn't the court already issue a decree long ago? A great disaster has struck. Officials from all sides should act expediently, prioritizing the lives of the people. I'm taking the grain. Is it for the people?
Yes. Hi. Ha.
Continue. It's quite moist. He.
Don't.
Sir. Sorry for the interruption.
Oh dear, what's the matter?
Sir, Mr. Huang's grain has been delivered. This is the grain receipt made as you instructed. Here you go, it's for him. He.
All right. Come. Let's take a look at our county's 5-year plan.
Build high walls, store ample grain, and delay proclaiming king. Sir, are you planning a rebellion?
How can you make baseless accusations and tarnish someone's reputation? Did I ever write the words rebel?
You only talk about rebellion when doing these things.
Oh my. Do you even know what heaven on earth is? As long as I use these methods, within 5 years, I'll turn our county into the heaven on earth of the great Xia.
All right.
You just said that in 10 years, the Great Xia will change dynasties. We need to prepare early. This is clearly a rebellion.
Am I rebelling?
No, 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 no.
I'm a time traveler. Of course, I know this great Xia. It will soon be in chaos. In 10 years, it will face the danger of collapse. If I don't prepare early, how can I survive the turmoil? Since these 30,000 bushels of grain have already arrived, immediately have those disaster victims build high walls for me. Go!
Yes.
Oh, you. Dare to talk back to me, huh? Today, I'll make you understand. What do you mean by rules?
You. What are you going to do?
Get up. Do you still dare? This county magistrate.
He looks like a decent person, but he's a bit of a rogue.
Be smart. Your Majesty, disguising oneself and visiting in secret is indeed useful. Corrupt officials can be easily found out. My sword is almost dull from chopping.
These corrupt and treacherous officials all deserve to die. If it weren't for them, how could our great Xia be in such a state today? Internal and external troubles.
Sister, up ahead is Heaven County. Look at this ground, it's amazing. Quick, look.
What kind of craftsmanship is this road made of? I don't even know. It's comparable to the long brick roads in my capital. This Heaven County actually has such craftsmanship.
Let me try it. This road is even harder than golden iron. It's even harder than golden iron. If all counties in my great Xia used this material, then the people would surely have unobstructed transportation, and the 4 seas would be connected. Your Majesty, this road is called a cement road.
A cement road. Truly amazing.
Stop. Come over here to register for the checkup.
How dare you? Do you know who you're stopping?
Never mind, sir. Please go ahead.
Name, age, place of origin, height, weight, annual income. What are you doing in Heaven County?
Stella Qian from the capital, 20 years old, 50 kilograms, 1 meter 70, annual income about 80 million taels.
What, 80 million? Does your family run the national treasury?
Of course we do.
Enough with the nonsense. Your toll fee, 100 taels of silver. Pay up.
Wow, you're robbing us.
Our county magistrate has said it. Anyone passing this cement road must pay a toll. You earn 80 million a year. This small amount is nothing to you. Pay up.
It's the magistrate's rule.
Yes.
This Heaven County magistrate robs merchants by charging exorbitant tolls. Seems like a huge corruption. I need to set a long-term trap to catch him all at once. Smith, pay the money.
Yes.
Let's go.
Stay sharp, everyone. Don't slack off. We can't finish it today. Give him 100 lashes.
This person is the magistrate of Heaven County. He really looks like a scumbag.
Did you hear that? The construction is not up to standard. Relatives will shed tears.
The court has long ordered not to conscript civilians. So why are the people here all looking like laborers?
The magistrate here not only robs merchants, but also harms the people. Old man, if you keep slacking off, watch out or I'll hit you. Stop. Ah. We haven't seen a brave person for 2 years.
Yes, sir. Who is this?
Someone from out of town, I suppose.
Magistrate, sir. I was wrong. I won't slack off anymore.
Elderly man, I know in a year of disaster, it's not easy for you. The court sent so much relief grain down here. Your lives must be quite good. Why endure this dog's breath from the magistrate?
Exactly. The court allocates so much money to you every year, yet you still live poorly. It must be this corrupt official.
You outsiders. You're going to ruin my whole family. Hey, Your Honor. You're a big-hearted person. Please forgive the little ones. I really don't know them.
Old man. As for you, slacking off, actually, whether to punish or not, depends entirely on my mood. But today, I must punish you. Because someone said something that made me unhappy.
Oh, I really don't know them. Please let me go, Your Honor.
If apologies were enough, what would we need laws for? Pay up and let it go.
Old man, don't be afraid. You corrupt official, let me ask you. The court clearly allocated disaster relief funds. The people could eat and live well. Why are they being enslaved by you, to this extent? Are you embezzling?
Old man, don't be afraid, as long as you tell us the truth about him embezzling disaster relief funds. I will make sure this corrupt official loses his head. Old man. Tell them.
Oh dear, you people only know how to talk on paper. What disaster relief funds, relief grain, you know nothing, yet you still claim to uphold justice. That county magistrate, he is even more, such a great person.
What?
Huh.
Hey, you may not have a big chest, but you don't have a brain either. Since I, Nate Cheng, took office as the county magistrate, I have no idea how much money the Empress has distributed. Anyway, in our county, I haven't seen a single penny. The relief grain is distributed, layer by layer, and by the time it reaches the county level, how much is left?
So, what you're saying is, the higher officials are pocketing the money.
The country runs on officials. And if the officials can't even get enough to eat, who's going to provide disaster relief for you?
That's not an excuse for you to enslave the people.
You know nothing. This is called work for relief. These people work on my construction site. Not only do they get enough to eat and wear, but they also earn wages. They actually have to beg me to work here, you know?
Yes, the county magistrate gave me this job. That's why my family has food to eat. Your Honor. Please don't be angry.
I'm not angry. Now you can pack your things and get out.
Well, let's say you have a point. What are you doing? Let the old man go.
Because I'm unhappy, I want you all to remember, this old man was driven away because of you. It was because you angered me, that's why you have no food to eat. What I hate the most is people like you who are so self-righteous, with a kind heart.
You.
Lansley, we're short on manpower. Tie these three up. Make them work as labor. Have them repair the city wall for me.
How dare you?
You still want to resist arrest, huh? How bold of you. Do you know who she is? Ha ha, who might this be? Tell me. Prime Minister, she is the current female. A businesswoman in the capital. The capital? Is she the wealthy kind? Yes, give me the shoes. Ha ha, oh, I was so blind. I didn't realize you all were wealthy merchants. My apologies, my apologies. Lansley, treat our distinguished guests well.
Yes.
Ha ha.
Please, everyone. Welcome to the Heaven County Industrial Park.
Ha ha.
How come this magistrate changes his face faster than flipping a book?
Wow. This wall is even taller than the one at my Forbidden City.
Everyone. The entrance fee is 50 taels.
50 taels. Why don't you just rob us?
Smith Yi, pay up. Extorting me now, this county magistrate is really asking for it. Watch me catch his little tricks.
How generous, that's the kind of customer we love in Heaven County. Customers like you, Lansley. Take a few teachers to the 5-star hotel, presidential suite, at the highest standard.
Got it. Please escort the VIPs to the car.
What the heck is this thing? It can run without a horse.
Bumpkin.
Could it be a Mahest mechanical device?
The fare is 100 taels.
Paid again. The county magistrate is extorting this much. The common people must be suffering greatly.
Your Majesty. This county magistrate's extortion is already a capital offense. We might as well pay first and see what other crimes he commits next. Then we can punish him with a heavier sentence.
Pay him.
Let's go. Come. You really have money, huh? You're rich now.
Everyone.
This is an inn. Yet it's more luxurious than my palace.
Welcome, esteemed guests, to the Shirlai Grand Hotel. The suites are upstairs, please pay 800 taels, thank you.
Still need to pay.
What kind of inn costs 800 taels? Don't you have any shame? Hey! We're all adults. For the words you say, you have to take responsibility.
Give it to him. This corrupt official. Wait till I make him pay dearly.
Please come inside.
Please. Oh, please come in.
Both of you, please come in.
Sister, this room is so luxurious.
The level of opulence in this room is not much less than a palace. It must be Nate Cheng, exploiting the people, wasting resources to build it.
You too, is staying here okay?
It's fine, thank you.
Your candle is so small, I can't even see the room clearly.
What era is this? We've already switched to voice-activated lights.
Voice-activated lights.
Hey! Why are you still standing there?
Can't we try a different way? Ha!
Did you see that? This is how you correctly use the voice-activated light.
This voice-activated light amazingly makes the room as bright as day.
This is the way to turn it on. You have to clap your hands.
Oh, right.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Sis, this voice-activated light is really amazing. Really, just a pat on the back can control it.
If it happens again, you'll face family discipline.
Isn't it fun? Come on, everyone. There's actually well water in the house.
Ah,
Natural well water. It's fresh and sweet. You should all have a sip. Ah. No need, I'm not thirsty. Hey, I have something to do now. You guys go ahead and have fun.
Stop right there, corrupt official.
What did you call me?
Corrupt official, I'm not pretending with you anymore. I'm actually the Inspector General, Smith Yes Maid.
I suspected all along that you were sent by the higher-ups to inspect us. Ah, so you are the inspector.
At the same time, the inspector is also a member of the Empress's guards.
That's right, I serve the Empress.
Tomorrow, the inspector will personally audit the accounts, make sure the county's accounts are in order. If there's any problem, I'll kill you.
What else is there to investigate? I am an honest official. Completely clean.
Have you found anything?
Not yet.
Keep looking carefully.
I think Mr. Cheng is a good official.
Inspector. Inspector. I want to report the magistrate of Heaven County, Nate Cheng.
And you claim to be an honest official.
How amusing.
Inspector, please save the people of Heaven County.
What grievance do you have? Speak quickly. I will stand up for the people. Censor, according to the laws of Daxia, this person should be tried by the county magistrate of the jurisdiction, which means me, Nate Cheng, don't overstep your bounds.
You.
The laws of Daxia indeed state this.
Sir Censor, are you going to knowingly break the law?
Since the law is like this, as a censor, I can accompany the trial, right? Well, suit yourself. Janet, sir is about to hold court, announce it.
Yes. Sir is holding court.
How long has it been? The official is finally going to hear the case. The censor is here. Mr. Huang has come to accuse Mr. Cheng. Look.
Who is accusing me in the audience? I'm giving you a chance, you better speak up quickly. What heinous crimes have I committed? Don't be afraid, as long as you can prove that the county magistrate is indeed guilty, even if he is the presiding officer, you won't escape the death penalty.
It was Nate Cheng, who extorted me 5 years ago, and swindled 30,000 bushels of grain from the Huang family.
Extortion and fraud. This Nate Cheng is indeed suspicious.
Since then, I've been lying in wait day and night, gathering evidence against them, for corruption and malpractice. Heaven does not disappoint those who are persistent. Oh no.
Too much nonsense. Slap him 20 times.
Nate Cheng, you.
Stop it. Why are you using force? His testimony is unclear. It affects my judgment on this case. Give him 2 slaps, let him wake up a bit. Mr. Cheng, you should know when to stop. As the jury, sit in the jury box. I am the chief judge of this case. My rules are the rules. Continue.
Inspector General, sir, help me.
Magistrate Cheng, you're abusing your power. Irrelevant people must not interfere with this officer's judgment. Shut up. You!
Dare to question the law.
How about it? Do you know what to say now?
I, Rick Huang, accuse Nate Cheng, the magistrate of Heaven County. He colluded with foreign enemies, selling grain and other strategic materials to barbarian tribes. He is a traitor to our Xia kingdom, a national traitor. I have evidence here. This is his transactions with the barbarian nation, records of the trade. The magistrate of Heaven County is a traitor.
So that's what it is. Scared me to death. I thought they were going to accuse me of prostitution. Falsifying evidence doesn't count.
Nate Cheng, I knew it. With your conduct, you would never admit it. I was prepared for this. Wan Moor Tua Tua, as a witness. Why don't you show yourself? Show yourself. If not now, then when? Barbarian, son of the Zanglang tribe of the Barbarian nation, Wan Moor Tua Tua, proof, Heaven County magistrate, colluding with the enemy and selling grain to the Barbarian nation. Indeed, it is true. Now, Nate Cheng's treasonous actions, both witnesses and evidence are present. I have long sent a report to the court. Inspector General, if you bring this traitor to justice, not only will you relieve the people's worries, but also ease the court's concerns.
Alright, you really are a corrupt official. Colluding with foreign countries, betraying the great Xia. You deserve to be executed. Hey, why are you in such a hurry? Are you sure? You're going to testify for him?
Yes, that's right. I will stand on the side of national justice. And also on Mr. Huang's side.
You, a nomad, dare to talk to me about the nation? Get ready to die.
Take him away.
Hey! Now you have no witness, right? To prove my innocence.
You openly killed the witness. Inspector, sir. You saw it all, didn't you?
Nate Cheng, you dare to kill a witness right in front of me? Do you have any respect for the law? The law? Who? Where? You.
Enough. Do you really think no one can stop you? If I don't get rid of you today, I won't be at peace. Nate Cheng. Guilty, selling grain to the enemy. Extorting grain from the people, 3 crimes, openly harming others. According to the laws of Daxia, his entire family should be executed. What do you say? Shouldn't such a corrupt official be killed?
Yes. Fellow villagers, kill the traitor, kill the corrupt official, give the villagers weapons. If we don't kill the corrupt official, Heaven County will never have peace. Whoever shoots Nate Cheng will be rewarded with 500 taels of silver. Nate Cheng, how will you deal with this scheme to kill with a borrowed knife, if the county magistrate is killed by the people? I can also distance myself from it.
The county magistrate acted tyrannically, and was killed by the people. It's a case of evil begetting evil.
He brought it upon himself.
Shoot.
Why?
The county is like parents. Those who insult the magistrate shall die. Those who insult the magistrate shall die. Those who insult the magistrate shall die. Anyone who insults the county magistrate shall die. This is outrageous. There's no justice anymore.
Why are you all aiding and abetting evil? Why do the people support the tyrant Nate Cheng? Who exactly is this Nate Cheng?
Mr. Cheng is a good official. If you kill Mr. Cheng, we'll be the first to disagree.
Yes.
We won't agree.
Why are you speaking on behalf of this corrupt official?
Corrupt official? Mr. Huang said, I extorted grain, but in fact, he is the one trafficking people. The grain fine I imposed. He uses a bushel of rice to exchange for a life. How many people in these 10 miles around have fallen victim to his cruelty?
Are you selling or not?
Selling.
As for reselling grain, I buy it cheaply in foreign lands and sell it at a high price to earn the difference. Only then can I support the population of Heaven County. Otherwise, with so many people, what would I use to support them? Take it. Give a bit more.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. Let's go. As for this, openly harming others. I am a citizen of Daxia. Killing a barbarian, shouldn't that be considered a merit? Ha!
You are talking nonsense.
I can testify. I am Janet Lee. In the year 256 of Daxia, there was a great famine. The common people suffered immensely. Some even resorted to cannibalism. Even I, the daughter of a scholar, was almost sold into a brothel. Mr. Cheng, although he is morally corrupt, his language is vulgar, his behavior is indecent. Terrible character.
Yeah.
But he saved us, the people of Heaven County, from disaster. He is the savior of all the people in Heaven County.
Is what you said true?
Isn't Nate Cheng a big villain? He actually did so many good deeds. What about the exorbitant taxes? How do you account for the forced labor? How many civilians have died? In Heaven County census, there are 412,054 registered households. And other districts? They don't even have 100,000 households. Is it because the people in Heaven County practice family planning? Didn't do a good job. Isn't it because people from other counties mostly starved to death and were left exposed in the wilderness? And what about my Heaven County? Since I took office, not a single person has starved to death. I just want to ask. On what grounds do you accuse me?
Mr. Huang, is what Nate Cheng said true?
Of course, it's all nonsense.
Well, when I checked this morning, I saw the data. Mr. Cheng abides by the law.
Do you also want to accuse me?
Mr. Cheng is an upright official.
Mr. Cheng is an upright official.
Quiet. I want to see. Who dares to accuse me? What should I take to convict me?
Could it be that it really was my fault?
I don't know.
Living in high places for too long, and forgetting the distant world, if everyone in Daxia were like you, in less than 10 years, Daxia would surely fall. How dare you speak such treasonous words?
Shut up. Mr. Cheng. It was my mistake.
With your talent, why are you still just a mere county magistrate?
Why are you asking me? Go ask the Ministry of Personnel. Ask them why in Heaven County my governance is so good. But every time promotions come, it's always the sons of some minister or the students of another minister.
Am I so incapable of governing the country? Mr. Cheng. It was my mistake.
An imperial decree has arrived. Where is the magistrate, Nate Cheng?
That's me.
Why aren't you quickly receiving the decree?
When did I issue an imperial decree?
Nate Cheng, the magistrate of Heaven County, not only harms the public, further disturbing the country, remove the county magistrate from office, imprison him in the capital's dungeon, await execution.
Well, you really wrote to the capital, slandering me in your letter.
Nate Cheng, the inspector couldn't deal with you, but someone in the court can. For this, I have spent tens of thousands of silver taels to smooth things over.
Are you tired of living? I'm going to show you
who the real Emperor of Heaven County is. Heh, Nate Cheng, you're too inexperienced in this game. Success in this world depends on your connections.
I never expected to be deceived by this treacherous person.
Sinner Nate Cheng, kneel and receive the decree.
I haven't committed any crime. Why should I accept any decree?
How dare you defy the decree? Aren't you afraid of your family being exterminated?
I've never been afraid of anyone my entire life.
All right. We seem to have encountered a tough one. If I don't let you taste my methods, do you really think this imperial decree is just made of paper?
Oh!
I'll count to 3. If you still don't kneel to receive the decree, don't blame me for shooting you here.
Poof. Shoot me? Come on. If you have the guts, shoot here. If you miss, you're a eunuch. Haha, sorry. I forgot you already are a eunuch.
Mr. Cheng is innocent.
I'm only responsible for delivering the decree and escorting the person. I can't handle anything else, nor do I want to. 3.
Sorry, Mr. Cheng. I misunderstood you before.
It's not, just a little misunderstanding. What if it affects you later?
Don't worry, with me here, no one dares to mess with you.
Oh my gosh.
If someone shields you, then shoot them all together. 2.
What if you get shot? Get out of the way.
You are.
Little Zhua. You've got some nerve.
Your Majesty.
Nate Cheng, I've got him covered, got it. Try shooting one more.
Your Majesty.
I'll ask you again. Do you dare to shoot again?
Please, Your Majesty, have mercy on me. I know I was wrong.
I wasn't in the capital. Who exactly issued the imperial decree?
I do not know.
Speak.
If I speak, more people will die.
All right. Even if you don't say it, Do you think I really can't guess? Those with the power to do this in the capital are just those few people, right?
Sister. So what do we do now? Your identity has been exposed. If you continue to wander outside, it will be very dangerous.
Please, Your Majesty, return to the palace immediately. Your health is of utmost importance.
Sir, she won't hold it against us for what just happened, right?
No way. Didn't she just save me?
Mr. Qing. Hey. As a loyal minister of our great Xia dynasty, I will absolutely not allow anyone the chance to harm you in the slightest.
Ha ha, Your Majesty, such a demeanor, ha ha.
Mr. Qing. I wonder if Mr. Qing would be willing to return to the capital with me and become my cabinet scholar.
Sir, that's even more prestigious than the 9 ministers, a cabinet scholar. It's like reaching the sky in a single bound.
I am not willing.
Why? Could it be? Do you have any complaints about me?
I don't have any complaints. But the cabinet scholars, what's so interesting about them? Besides, if I go to the court, I'll be under this person's control and that person's control. How could that be better than my carefree life here in Heaven County? It's so much more enjoyable here.
What if I promise you? If you are willing to return to the capital with me, I won't control you anymore.
Your Majesty, even though I'm here in Heaven County, far away from the affairs of the court, I still know who really calls the shots in the court now. Isn't it called something like Prime Minister Sima?
Sister. Currently in the court, that treacherous minister indeed holds power. If Mr. Cheng enters the court, he will be restricted.
But sir, he is an academician of the cabinet.
It can be done. However, I have 3 conditions.
Please state them, Mr. Qing.
The first condition is that I want a position higher than that of an academician, the position of Imperial tutor.
This.
Well, forget it if it's not possible.
I agree to your terms.
Good. The second condition. Never mind, I haven't figured it out yet. I'll tell you when I do.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to pack my luggage. Ha ha. Janet, let's go.
Oh.
Are you feeling better from the car sickness? I told you at night, not to eat so much. Assassins!
Leave no one alive.
Assassins? It's the Sima family who did it.
Sis, let's run away quickly.
Run? Just stay here. Nate, are you crazy? Why are you panicking? It's a small matter. Eliminate everyone except the leader. Daniel Sima, right? Janet, take him away.
Yes.
Your Majesty, we have arrived at the palace. I'm going to be the Imperial tutor. That's great.
Mr. Cheng, let me take you to your quarters.
Hey, hey. Wait a moment. Janet. Bring that person up here.
Yes.
Nate. Where's Nate? I swear I'll kill you.
Take him to the dungeon.
Yes.
Nate, I swear I'll kill you.
Your Majesty. This is what I brought for that old scoundrel Sima. The first gift. Didn't you just say you were going to sleep? Go to sleep.
This Nate Qing is actually flirting with my sister.
The Emperor didn't come to court. Indeed, the Emperor didn't come today. It's presided over by Mr. Sima again.
Once today's matters are settled, we can dismiss the court.
I'm back. Dismiss what court?
Your Majesty.
I had already arranged for Daniel Sima to intercept and kill Stella Qian on the way back to the capital. Could it be that he failed? Who is this man again?
During my private visit to the people, I was enlightened by Mr. Nate Cheng. Therefore, I specially invited Mr. Cheng to return to court for a position.
Your Majesty, this person is completely unknown. Your actions are too reckless. It doesn't conform to Imperial etiquette.
The Prime Minister is absolutely right. I know that I am somewhat lacking in terms of etiquette. Therefore, the position I give to Mr. Cheng is the Imperial Teacher of Daxia, specifically responsible for instructing me.
Your Majesty, this person is not even 20 years old. How can he possibly be qualified to be the Imperial teacher? Your Majesty, he's just a pretty boy, trying to live off Your Majesty. You must not be deceived.
Since when did Your Majesty's matters become your business to interrupt? Chancellor Sima, who exactly is the Emperor in this court?
Your Majesty, I just feel that the appointment of court officials must go through the proper departments to be in accordance with the rules.
Rules, if there were still rules, in this court. How could Your Majesty have been assassinated, the Emperor being assassinated? Have you ever heard of such a thing?
When did it happen?
On the way back to the capital, with His Majesty, we caught an assassin, who claimed to be a relative of a high-ranking court official.
That's right. After this incident, I deeply feel the situation is chaotic. Therefore, I specially invited Mr. Cheng to serve as the Imperial teacher, to teach me to distinguish between loyalty and treachery. As for who exactly sent the assassin to intercept me, what do you think, Mr. Sima?
How about this? Everyone help me identify. This assassin, whose family member is he? With the assassin.
There really is an assassin.
This fool.
Uncle.
Everyone. I think this assassin looks very similar to Prime Minister Alan Sima. Don't you think?
I heard him say, he is the nephew of the Prime Minister, Daniel Sima.
Really, it's really Daniel Sima.
My dear Prime Minister, how do you explain this?
Daniel Sima. He is not Daniel Sima, he is impersonating him.
Uncle.
Who is your uncle? Don't falsely accuse me. I say. This person is not Daniel Sima. Fellow colleagues, take a look carefully. Your family members are all in the capital, be careful with your words. Think it through. Don't let it end up destroying your family. That wouldn't be good. Let me help you take a look. This person's last name is Zhang. He's called Zhang San. Everyone, isn't that right? No, it's not.
How could he possibly be Daniel Sima? He's clearly Zhang San. That's right, Your Majesty. This person is called Zhang San. Zhang San. Yes, he is Zhang San. Your Majesty, the Prime Minister is a crucial minister of our great Xia. How could he possibly harm Your Majesty?
In this court, it turns out they're all followers of the Sima family.
You all.
Well, what a trick to call a deer a horse. Today I've witnessed it. Your Sima family holds great power in the court.
Shut up. How dare you slander our respected Chancellor Sima?
Fine. Then just watch carefully. Your respected Chancellor Sima, and see how he begs humbly later.
Your Majesty, this person has spoken disrespectfully to Chancellor Sima, the position of Imperial teacher. He's not worthy at all.
Who do you think you are? To dare to lecture me?
You dare to hit people in the court. Is there any law left?
The law is what I teach.
The court is in chaos. The court is in chaos.
And the instigator of this chaos, isn't it just you people, the supporters of Alan Sima? Since Chancellor Sima says he isn't Daniel Sima, okay, Janet. Bring his family up here for me.
Sir, they're all here.
Brother and sister-in-law, you all.
Since the Chancellor says he is not Daniel Sima, then such a traitor should be executed along with his family. You shouldn't have any objections, right? After all, unlike the Sima family, he doesn't have a pardon.
Stop. I admit it. He is Daniel Sima.
What's going on? He's Daniel Sima again.
I'm getting old, it's understandable that I didn't recognize him at first. It's reasonable, isn't it?
All right.
Alan Sima. Attempting to assassinate the emperor is a crime that warrants the execution of the entire family.
It's the Sima family's failure in upbringing that produced this rebellious son. I shall return and make sure to punish him properly. Daniel Sima is ambitious and treacherous.
Your Majesty. Chancellor Sima is truly loyal and devoted.
And the late emperor also granted me the Sima family's imperial pardon. I suppose with this pardon, I can absolve the Sima family's crimes this time.
So be it. The Imperial pardon can save one life. Cheng used some tricks. Just let Alan Sima hand over the only life-saving token.
Sister, with Mr. Cheng here, we can stand against the Sima family.
The elder of the ancestral temple.
Saw this. Elder, why aren't you properly in? Stay at the Ministry of Rights. What are you doing at the court?
Your Majesty. Last night there was a strange phenomenon at the Ministry of Rights, a warning for Your Majesty. It should be handled, the matter of bringing a husband into the palace, otherwise.
A great disaster will come. Are you suggesting that I
Choose a man to enter the palace to avoid disaster.
Stella Qian, in my plans, it's not just Daniel Sima, this great gift.
I've looked across the land for outstanding talents. Only this one. Theo Sima from the Sima family.
Is the most suitable to marry Your Majesty?
Your Majesty. I have admired you for a long time. If we follow the will of heaven, the two of us will become husband and wife. Blessing all living beings.
Elder, do you know that the other day, the Sima family sent someone to assassinate me? And now, they want me to take Theo Sima into the palace.
Your Majesty, the people of the world are of utmost importance. If you do not marry soon, a great disaster will befall. That's right, Your Majesty. Moreover, I am truly the best of the best in this world. If anyone dares to serve Your Majesty, it must be me without a doubt.
Stella Qian. When my son enters the palace, he will have a chubby boy every year. You will be for the Sima family, a childbearing machine. Completely submit to my Sima family.
This matter is absolutely impossible.
I ask Your Majesty to consider the people of the world.
Your Majesty, if my son were to marry you and have children with you, then our great Xia empire could be secured. And the dynasty could last for 10,000 years.
Yes, Your Majesty, please agree, Your Majesty.
Sigh. Wait. As the Imperial tutor, when it comes to His Majesty's marriage, such a significant matter. Has anyone asked for my opinion?
In my position, I must consider the state's affairs. This is a necessary sacrifice for the royal family.
That's what they say, but who is this Theo Sima? What is he? Does he deserve to catch His Majesty's eye?
Why am I not suitable?
Who do you think you are? A dragon among men. Alright then, do you dare to compete with me in both literature and martial arts? If I lose, as the Imperial tutor, I will directly agree to you and His Majesty. The marriage.
Such a good thing. Willingly marry me.
Mr. Cheng, are you sure you can do it?
Oh.
Sister, don't worry at all. Mr. Cheng's skills, I know them the best.
Since I was 3 years old, reading during the day. Practicing martial arts day and night. Truly exceptional, a well-rounded talent. How dare you claim to surpass me?
Young Master Sima in the Jiangnan region is known for his elegant reputation. In terms of literary talent, no one in the world can compare.
Not to mention that back then, he could fight tigers even when drunk. With such martial skills, it's enough to keep dozens of people at bay. If Nate Cheng had known about this earlier, I suppose, he would have been trembling in front of the young master by now.
Scared. Otherwise, why hasn't he said a word?
Afraid. I just suddenly thought, why would I need to step in to deal with you? Even a mere maid of mine can defeat you 100 times over?
How dare you insult me with a maid?
Janet.
Here.
My maid must have some incredible luck to be taken under my wing, trained, and more than capable of dealing with you.
Alright. You're so confident. Since you want to lose so badly,
I'll grant you that wish.
Mr. Cheng, you're letting a maid go up and compete.
If she really loses, how will you save face? She won't lose.
She's just a woman. How strong can she be?
This maid of mine is my first student. She's learned a third of my skills, more than enough to deal with him.
Only if you go, can I be at ease.
Since when did it become the student's turn to do the teacher's job? Just watch, okay?
This is a lifelong matter for me.
Sister, Mr. Cheng's temper, you know it well. He insists on letting his maid go up. We can't stop him.
Enough. Is this nonsense? Just a stall for time? In terms of literature. Please, Prime Minister, present the topic.
Prime Minister, quickly present the topic. Let that guy lose convincingly. Right, since everyone can't wait any longer. Why not use His Majesty's beauty as the topic? Whoever can write about His Majesty more beautifully will be the winner.
Sir,
Me? What do you mean by me? Just the verses I taught you, hum a few lines casually, and you'll win.
yes.
Let them see clearly the level of teaching from me, the Imperial tutor, to my students.
You think you have the right to talk about standards? In my opinion, you're just someone who satisfies His Majesty's desires, just a male concubine. And you dare to boast that your maidservant can surpass the Sima? How can you have the face to say such things?
Ignorance is fearless.
I have always admired His Majesty, for a long time. Since it is about His Majesty, then I
Will boldly write a poem.
My son and I have already discussed the competition topic. Nate Cheng, I am the quizmaster. How can you win?
This lady should only exist in heaven. Such beauty is rarely seen on earth.
Excellent, excellent. Absolutely wonderful. The poetry of Mr. Sima. It's simply exquisite. Truly exquisite.
Ha ha ha.
What else?
What else is there? Are these 2 lines of poetry not enough to prove my level?
And you call this exquisite? Are you all illiterate?
Just these 2 lines. They're not even as good as the nursery rhymes my grandma made up.
What do you, a maid, understand? Since you think something's wrong, then why don't you write a poem? Can you even do it?
The difference between you and me is like that between a mayfly and the blue sky, worlds apart.
Ha 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 ha. Alright, alright. Stop blabbering, write a poem.
Clouds think of clothes, flowers think of beauty. The spring breeze brushes the railing, the dew is rich, if not seen atop the Jade Mountain, it would meet under the moon at the Jade Terrace.
This poem. What's this poem?
Tell me.
This poem is indeed slightly better than mine.
What do you mean by just slightly? Even I, an amateur, can tell these 4 lines are much better than those 2 of his.
Clouds think of clothes, flowers think of beauty. Spring breeze brushes the railing, dew glistens richly. Good. Aren't you going to kneel and admit your mistake?
This is copied. This must be copied.
Makes sense. It must be copied.
It really is copied.
Humph, I told you, such poetry, how could a mere maid create something like that? A person with such talent is rare even in 1,000 years, you shameless thief of poetry.
What do you mean by thief? I copied my family's, Mr. Cheng's poem, for this poetry match. What's wrong with that?
Impossible, absolutely impossible. This kid is still wet behind the ears, how could he possibly create such poetry?
Don't believe it, huh? Okay. Then I'll perform 2 lines for you on the spot. Let me recite a few lines. In the grand summer, there is a beauty, unmatched and independent. A single glance topples a city. Another glance topples a nation. A smile with 100 charms. The beauty of the 6 palaces fades, without color. The people of Lu are like the moon. Their fair wrists are like frost and snow.
I didn't expect Mr. Cheng to have such talent.
Of course, with your majesty as the subject of a poem, 1,000, 10,000 poems would be no problem.
What about me? What about me?
You! The lotus cannot compare to the beauty's makeup, the fragrance of pearls and jade in the water palace.
Good, good, good.
Ministers, I think this Nate Cheng knows nothing about poetry. Absolutely clueless. Just a jumble of words. Do you all
think the same? Prime Minister. I have read some books too. I really can't bring myself to do this. Prime Minister, this is about writing skills. The young master is somewhat inferior.
You all
just let it go. In this regard, indeed, I am not as skilled. I was overconfident. Mr. Cheng, in this writing contest, consider it my loss to you. But what I excel at most is martial arts.
Oh, martial arts? In front of me, you can't even withstand a single move. So don't compete anymore. It's a waste of everyone's time.
Not bad. Mr. Cheng's skills, I have witnessed them with my own eyes. No one in this world can match him.
Nate Cheng, are you scared that you need a woman to speak for you?
Scared. And you still want to compete with me in martial arts?
If you're a man, compete with me. What are you doing?
Ha ha ha, Mr. Cheng is attacking again.
A useless person who can't even handle one of my moves, and you want me to be afraid?
Shameless, who ambushes in a duel.
Ambush, it's your own lack of skill, that's why you think I ambushed.
Exactly, any real expert knows to be prepared, ready to fight at any time.
You all, that's enough. Mr. Cheng, in martial arts, what skill is there in solo fighting? What skill is there in solo fighting? A true warrior's skill lies in the art of battle formations and mounted archery.
That's right, a real man should command troops and ride horses, form a formation for mounted archery on the martial field, capture the flag and behead the general.
Sure, isn't it just as simple as having hands?
Arrogant. Then today, do you dare to lead your troops, each leading their own men? On the military training ground, for a battlefield exercise.
Sure. We'll make you admit defeat wholeheartedly.
Nate Cheng, you're doomed. By then, I'll have skilled soldiers, placed under my son's command. How can you oppose me?
Mr. Cheng, a martial competition of this scale is no small matter. There is a threat to life.
Oh, what are you afraid of? With their limited skills, they can't even touch the hem of my clothes.
Since you're so confident, I'll grant you this. This afternoon, my son and you, each leading 5 cavalrymen, right here in this training ground, will compete in a flag capture. Blades and swords are blind, so be careful.
Leading the team, I'm not like your son, so useless. I only need one person, and that's enough.
Nate Cheng, this person, several times you have ruined my Sima family's grand plans, and even interfered in your marriage with His Majesty, and the matter of marriage, the primary task for this competition, is to take down Nate Cheng, to relieve the Sima family's long-held grudge.
Rest assured, these people behind me are all battle-hardened experts in the army. We will charge together on horseback. Even if Nate Cheng has great skills, he won't be able to use them. He will surely be cut down by us.
Well done. The battlefield situation is unpredictable. When the time comes, you take down Nate Cheng. Even if His Majesty is displeased, there's nothing he can say.
Yes.
Your Majesty. My son is ready. However, where is Nate Cheng?
Mr. Cheng, of course, has his own things to prepare. Why are you rushing?
I think he's probably scared. After all, it's a matter of life and death. Running away is quite normal. Ha ha ha, I think so too. Otherwise, why else hasn't he shown up yet? Where is Nate Cheng?
Old folks, have you ever seen the war horse under my command? Ah.
What kind of horse is he riding? It looks so strange. I've never heard of such a thing. Exactly.
This attention-seeking thing is definitely not a match for my son.
In the art of war, does Nate Cheng really think he can rely on such a strange creature? Your Excellency, it seems that Nate Cheng's mount does not meet the requirements for the competition. I think we can directly declare him the loser. Lose. Declare him.
Nate Cheng, alone with his horse, dare to accept the challenge. The cavalry under Theo Sima, a group of cavalry, before the Sima family could speak. You, a mere assistant minister of the Ministry of Revenue, dare to speak out here.
His Majesty is right. With the strength of the Sima family, how could we be defeated by a mere county magistrate? No need to cancel. Proceed directly with the competition. If Nate Cheng escapes the duel so easily, how can my son still slay him on the battlefield?
Just relying on those few. Insufficient manpower, quickly have them, add a few more people.
Last time in front of me, such a confident person, the grass on the grave is already 2 meters high.
Nate Cheng, don't overestimate yourself. They are all famous warriors in the army. If we can't hold them off, remember to retreat in time.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty. Look at my leg. Can I retreat?
I jest.
It's fine. How can we delay matters of battle? Let the contest begin.
Let's begin then.
Nate Cheng.
Mr. Cheng.
Let the competition begin. Go go go.
Let you taste the power of my American Aido.
How dare you?
Why wouldn't I dare?
Go.
My son, be careful.
Nate, this. What is he riding and hold it? The light and sound burst instantly, and then, instantly killed someone. This, could it be, the legendary, Palm Thunder?
Old man, all of you, watch closely.
Attack and kill, disperse.
Spread out.
What the hell is that thing? It's crazy, crazy. It's even more powerful than a giant crossbow. Brothers, run, run. We will be dead soon.
Ah, you guys hold him back. I'll go grab the flag. Once I achieve victory, I'll reward everyone with thousands of gold.
Thousands of gold, let's go. Change tactics.
Truly worthy of being from my Sima family, my prodigy. My son.
Ah,
What's the Sima name again? Your horse is gone.
How dare you, Nate Cheng, you dare to plot against the son of Chancellor Sima. What did you just say?
What did you just say?
You have no respect for the law. No respect for the law.
Nate Cheng, you win.
You think you deserve to win? Don't kill me. You're still useful.
Ah, my leg.
Young Master Sima.
Old Sima fool, the flag is here. Who won?
You win.
Your Majesty, with the level of these people, they still dream of sneaking into your harem. They're not even as good as me.
If it were Mr. Cheng's words, it would naturally be acceptable.
Nate, without these tricks, how could my son lose to you?
Winners are kings, losers are outlaws. Don't make excuses. With your son's level, you want to propose to the royal family. He is not worthy.
Nate Cheng, what on earth are you using that has such great power?
Oh. AKEO, even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. Oh, you wouldn't understand even if I told you. Cake and O, you wouldn't understand even if I told you.
Alright, Janet. Stop bothering Mr. Cheng. In the evening, there will be time.
The doctor said, you haven't injured your muscles or bones. Just rest for a while.
If I don't kill him, I'm not worthy of being a Sima family member.
Enough. From now on, don't get involved. As for Nate Cheng's matter, I'll find someone else to handle it.
If I don't kill him myself, I won't be able to release the hatred in my heart.
Enough. Aren't you ashamed enough of
want
Nate
Sima
Cheng
family?
dead? I have many ways to make that happen.
I thought. Given Mr. Cheng's temperament, he would deal with the Sima family. During the competition, right on the spot.
Your Majesty. You also hope I kill him.
Isn't it better to openly break one of his
Foolish.
arms?
General.
It's just a chess game loss. How am I stupid?
I'm saying you're right. The way the Sima family handled it was quite stupid.
So what should we do? Just let them go?
Of course not. We need to cast a long line to catch a big fish. The Sima family will definitely retaliate. By then, they will surely use the power they have. We can take advantage of this opportunity to eliminate the traitors in the court all at once and set things right.
There's such deep meaning behind this.
You still have a lot to learn.
Hey, Mr. Cheng, it's already late. Please come back with me to rest.
Hey, wait a minute. No class today, right?
With Mr. Cheng's help. It's truly a blessing for our Xia dynasty.
Your Majesty, drink.
Hey, I say, Mr. Cheng. In such hot weather. You drink this in front of us. Is it ethical?
If you want a drink, 300 taels per cup, I'll let you drink it.
Your Majesty.
The clan elder is here to see you. For what reason?
This is the weather record for the past few months. Please have a look, Your Majesty.
It hasn't rained a drop in the capital for 3 months.
Last night, I had a dream where an immortal told me that there is a traitor in our court, causing heaven's wrath.
And resulting in this great drought. So, in the elder's opinion, who is the traitor?
Nate Cheng, the Grand Tutor of Daxia.
Me, villain.
What the immortal said in the dream, I have to believe it.
If there really are immortals in this world, then why haven't I seen them?
Immortals are not for people like me who observe the sky. It's impossible to see.
Okay. Did the immortal say, why am I considered a traitor?
I had a premonition that a great disaster is coming. Only if His Majesty gets married, can it be resolved. And yet you are obstructing it. You are not a traitor. What is it?
Elder, stop talking nonsense. It is currently the summer solstice. Drought is quite normal.
Fellow colleagues, this severe drought, do you think it is a normal phenomenon? How is that possible? Definitely not. Of course not. Such a severe drought, so rare, it must be the heavens, bringing down a disaster.
I agree as well. The Elder has always been skilled in observing the heavens. Since he received a dream from an immortal, it indicates this drought is indeed a disaster sent by the heavens.
Minister. I ask Your Majesty to dismiss Nate Cheng from his position and issue a self-condemnation edict. All the blame should fall on the Emperor. If we follow this procedure, the great drought in our capital will surely be alleviated.
What if I don't?
I still ask Your Majesty to sympathize with the people's plight. Please, Your Majesty, consider the common people.
I think you all are just concerned about yourselves. It's just a drought. I can solve it. Isn't it just a drought? I can solve it.
We are all thinking for the people of the world. Absolutely no selfish intentions. Mr. Cheng, if I were you, I would have resigned long ago. Sacrificing yourself for the benefit of reign in the capital, why not?
Shut up. This matter shall not be discussed further. I can issue a decree of self-blame. But to touch Lord Cheng is not possible.
Thank you, Your Majesty, for your kindness. However, it is not necessary. You said this drought was caused by me. If I could make it rain heavily from the sky, what would you do then?
Do you think you're the Dragon King? Can you really summon wind and rain?
Even the Dragon King needs to bring rain. I, Nate Cheng, can control the clouds and rain.
Arrogant. If you can indeed bring rain, then this Imperial observatory of mine will be disbanded immediately.
Not enough. There's still one more thing missing.
What is it?
Your life.
Humph. I've already observed the celestial phenomena. There will be no rain in the near future. Overthrow Nate Cheng. The Prime Minister promised me the position of Minister of Rights. This deal is worth it. If you can bring the rain, I will give you my life. But if it doesn't work, if you can't bring it back,
I will give you my life instead.
all right.
Mr. Cheng, you mustn't.
Trust me. The clouds are gathering. If we use anti-aircraft guns for artificial rain, heavy rain will surely come. Janet, go prepare.
Yes.
Prime Minister, does Nate Cheng really dare to gamble with his life? He can't possibly make it rain, can he?
If he really had that ability, why would he still be an official? He should just become an immortal, right?
He, oh dear. Everyone. When Nate Cheng fails, please make sure he fulfills his life gambling promise. Ha, I've disliked him for a long time.
Why haven't I heard you say that to his face?
You.
Mr. Cheng. How about we just forget it, everyone? Is a pillar of our great Xia. Today, this bet, I will cancel it for you.
Your Majesty, when have I ever done something I'm not confident in?
I want to see. How in this scorching summer you can bring the rain.
Arrogant child, can this weather really be under your control?
Just wait for your doom.
Shut up. Nate Cheng, are you really sure about this?
Talking won't help. Janet, bring the cannon over. All I need is the time it takes for an incense stick to burn. Then the drought in Kyoto will be over.
He. What the heck is that? Could it be just a trick? It's still covered with cloth.
Nate Cheng. Playing mysterious, aren't you? You really have a way with things.
Today, I'll show you all. Even the immortals in the sky. Fear me firing at them. Uncover it.
How can this thing pray for rain?
Red Barbarian Cannon.
Hey. Oh wow. Haha, the Red Barbarian Cannon. How come I didn't know? Can it summon rain? Nate, is it because it's hot that you're out of your mind? Haha.
This isn't the Red Barbarian Cannon. The Red Barbarian Cannon, isn't this detailed?
That's right. This is a secret weapon that my master invested heavily in. Its power, it's much bigger than the Red Barbarian Cannon, hundreds of times bigger.
So what if it's 100 times better? Even if it's 1,000 times better, I don't believe he can still summon rain.
Hey! Didn't you say the immortal came to you in a dream and said I caused the drought? Today I'll show you that even immortals fear my cannon shots.
This is ridiculous, Nate Cheng, you're too arrogant.
How dare a mere mortal speak so recklessly of immortals? Aren't you afraid of being struck by lightning?
Cut it out. If he really has this ability, I'd like to see it for myself.
Can this method really work? Mr. Cheng's rain prayer method, I've never heard of it. Will anything go wrong?
Well, shouldn't a rain prayer prepare an altar? Shouldn't it also prepare a ritual sword and talismans and such, using cannons to hit the heavens?
Stop. Today, I suddenly feel unwell. The rain prayer ceremony will be postponed. Nate, this is all I can do for you. This step is done. No praying for rain. The bet won't take effect.
Your Majesty. The rain praying will proceed as usual.
I'm doing this all for you.
You ungrateful thing. His Majesty has already found a reason for you. You don't appreciate it. You're really in a hurry to die.
Silence. Everyone else, do not interfere. A sound. The wind comes.
There's actually wind. Could it be that this rain prayer method is really effective?
Silence.
It's just some strange wind. What's it got to do with rain?
Sister, what if Mr. Cheng fails?
Then, I will cover for him a little.
Two sounds, clouds rise.
This doesn't align with the natural order. There's justice in the heavens. What kind of canon is this? Just two sounds, then there was a celestial phenomenon.
Impossible.
Three sounds. Thunder and lightning.
It's thundering. You better stop. You must have angered the celestial gods. The immortals are angry. Thunder is coming. Aren't you afraid of being struck by lightning? You like this, dare to provoke the immortals.
Sister, it seems like something is really happening.
Could it be?
For sounds. A storm is coming.
Hey, no rain. Ha 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 ha. It's raining.
Sir, be careful not to catch a cold.
How many days has it been? That's right. It's raining. It's raining.
Elder. How's this rain?
Absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible.
I never expected Mr. Cheng could actually make the celestial beings get bombarded and force it to rain.
In the past, whenever disasters struck from the sky, it was always said to be the Emperor's fault, with celestial beings blaming him. But now it seems these celestial beings are also afraid of being bombarded.
There's no such thing as celestial beings. It's just a means to balance your imperial power.
But
Sigh. I'll tell you, during class tonight.
This method of bombarding the sky actually worked. Just a few shots, and the rain came down.
So, everyone, how does it feel to get soaked?
where is Chancellor Sima? Why isn't he in the hall?
Your Majesty. The Chancellor said he was feeling unwell, and went back to his residence first.
I think he's worried about being implicated by the clan elder.
Isn't this the clan elder?
Sir. This thief dared to escape, but I caught him back.
Elder of the Imperial Observatory. You slandered the current Chancellor. You should be executed.
I'm not convinced.
You're not convinced. Fine. Count you in. What about the others? Who else isn't convinced by me?
Chancellor Sima is not here. I better not say anything. You all, didn't you say you would lend me a hand? Huh.
I'll ask again. Who else isn't convinced by me? Step forward.
I'm not convinced.
So it's just you? All right. Execute him.
Yes.
It's terrifying. How can someone kill in the court?
This is the consequence of defying me?
Nate, you just directly executed him.
As the Emperor's teacher, I have a duty to help His Majesty clear the court.
Your Majesty, he is clearly in the court, purging the opposition, eliminating dissent, trying to seize power alone.
Mr. Cheng's actions are very much to my liking. Why not?
Exactly, when Prime Minister Sima was causing chaos in court, why didn't you say this then?
What? Is there anyone who disagrees?
My son. Now in the court, besides me. I'm afraid no one else can deal with Nate Cheng. You must go to the Barbarian Kingdom and seek help from the barbarians.
Father, don't worry. As for Nate Cheng, I wish I could eat his flesh and bones. When I return, I will get rid of him.
Dealing with Nate Cheng is too risky. If I take action myself, I'm afraid it would be dangerous.
Oh.
Ah.
Janet. Your massage skills aren't as good as my maid's.
Oh.
Be gentle.
Mr. Cheng, you're getting more and more casual with your lessons.
I've been teaching you all night. Can't I just enjoy myself a bit?
Sister, you should go back and rest early. It's about to be Mr. Cheng's turn to give me a massage. You're not allowed to peep.
Not looking, just not looking.
With my assistance, the great Xia will naturally prosper.
Sir, I heard, Mr. Sima has opened a trade route between the Great Xia and the Barbarian country.
Of course, this is beneficial to the country and the people.
Reporting to His Majesty, Theo Sima and the Barbarian envoy request an audience.
Granted.
Minister Theo Sima, accompanied by the special envoy of the barbarian country, Timur, greetings, Your Highness.
As the envoy of the barbarian kingdom, what brings you to the great Xia court?
Naturally, it is for the everlasting friendship between our barbarian kingdom and the great Xia.
Chief Timur, as long as you help me get rid of Nate Cheng, I will assist you in planting barbarian spies along the trade routes. Then, the barbarian kingdom's takeover of the great Xia will be just around the corner.
Truly establishing diplomatic relations with Daxia is indeed a blessing for the people.
Your Majesty, this tribe is willing to exchange resources with our Daxia for mutual benefit and win-win results.
Resource exchange.
Officially, there has been no interaction between our two countries. Why have you suddenly decided to trade?
All of this is thanks to Mr. Sima.
In order to promote trade between our Daxia and the tribe, I have exhausted my efforts and persuaded for many days to finally bring the special envoy here for negotiations.
These are the trade documents I discussed with Mr. Sima.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take a look. These are the trade conditions. For our great Xia, it's simply all benefits and no harm.
With such a favorable exchange rate, what are those barbarians after?
Such favorable trade terms, for our great Xia, it's truly all benefits and no harm.
Yes.
Let me see.
Mr. Cheng, how about it?
Just leave it to me. The terms are so favorable. Tang Dynasty category, there must be other requirements, right?
That's right. If you can meet a small request, the conditions can be even more favorable.
Go ahead and say it. The great Xia will surely agree.
It's very simple. I want his life.
How dare you? Do you know Mr. Cheng is a pillar of our great Xia?
So what, do you think my offer is worth less than a mere human life?
Guards. Throw him out for me.
Hey, don't rush. I want to ask, we have no enmity, why do you want my life?
I and Mr. Sima hit it off at first sight, then became sworn brothers of different surnames.
Later, he heard that I have an archenemy named Nate Cheng and insisted on helping me deal with him. I wanted to stop him, but I couldn't.
Theo Sima. Your actions are no different from a traitor to the country.
Now this Nate Cheng is causing chaos in the government. Only by executing him on the spot can we restore a bright and clear world to Daxia.
Don't worry about overturning the Tian gang.
Rest assured, I will personally take action to correct the Imperial order for you.
Your Majesty, I believe that, Mr. Cheng, as the Imperial teacher, it should be the great righteousness of sacrificing for our country. Your Majesty, please consider carefully sacrificing Mr. Cheng for the happiness of our nation and thousands of people.
Absolutely impossible.
Sigh. Your Majesty, speak cautiously. I was impulsive.
Wanted to do it myself.
Come, try it.
Nate Cheng.
Good, knowing the times. Hey.
Want my life? Do you have the ability?
Chief.
Hey!
I'm not going. Nate Cheng, what are you doing? Attacking the envoy is equivalent to declaring war between two countries.
On your first day in the capital, I have met your son. We had a chat.
I confessed everything. Sima. Theo Sima told me his Sima family is willing to welcome the barbarian kingdom to take over Daxia.
Useless thing. How dare he betray me?
You bunch of fools. If it weren't for such generous terms, would the barbarians agree to these conditions that are tantamount to national humiliation? I just didn't expect my life to be so valuable. The Sima family is so generous.
The plan actually got leaked. I need to distance myself from this later.
Treason. Such a heinous act deserves to have the entire family exterminated.
Ungrateful son. Kneel down now.
Nate Cheng.
Shut up. How dare you call Mr. Cheng by his name?
Prime Minister, what are you doing?
I thank you, Mr. Cheng, for helping me catch the traitor from the Sima family.
Prime Minister, didn't you hear what I said? His crime deserves the execution of 9 generations.
What I hate the most are national traitors. Theo Sima, from today onwards. Expel from the Sima family. Guards, take him away. Your Majesty, what I cannot tolerate the most are treacherous ministers and national traitors. Such rebellious people, when I see them, I kill them.
Prime Minister, you don't think that by doing this you can escape punishment, do you?
I am aware that I have failed in family discipline, my crime is severe. But previously, I have worked hard and achieved much. According to reason, I should be given a chance.
You! How dare you? Take him out and execute him for me.
Nate Cheng, the palace guards, are mostly my people. How could they listen to you?
Guards. Didn't you hear Mr. Cheng's words?
Your Majesty, please reconsider. Our great Xia dynasty cannot do without Chancellor Sima. Many colleagues owe it to the Chancellor for the opportunity to serve in the court, to speak for the people, Your Majesty. Please spare the Chancellor, that's absolutely impossible.
Okay. Chancellor Sima, sacrificing personal interest for justice, merits, and faults offset each other. The crime doesn't warrant death.
Mr. Cheng.
Your Majesty, Theo Sima is dead.
Thank you, Your Majesty. From now on, I will serve with all my heart, until my dying day. Nate Cheng, once I'm ready, I will avenge my son's death.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Prime Minister Sima is indeed a pillar of our dynasty. How could I bear to kill you? Killing can happen sooner or later. Making money requires seizing the opportunity.
Consider yourself wise, otherwise, it's a fight to the death. The Imperial guards surround the palace. How can you possibly stop them?
What a pity. I really thought these barbarians would offer such generous terms to trade with our great Xia.
Barbarians indeed, they will definitely trade with us.
Mr. Cheng, when it comes to the barbarians, you both fight and threaten them. How could they possibly agree to this? Especially under these conditions. Any rational person wouldn't agree to this.
These barbarians. He will beg us to do business with him.
Trade with him. Humph, did I hear that right, Mr. Cheng? Are you dreaming?
Everyone in the world is after profit. They come and go for their own gain. As long as we offer a priceless treasure to trade with them, they will definitely trade.
Humph. A rare treasure. Is it worth trading?
Janet, bring it up.
Sir, it's all here.
Take these things out. What for?
What is this thing? Can you eat it?
Eat. You barbarians only know how to eat.
This item is called perfume. Just a light spray. And it will last for 3 days. It's called the Lady Killer.
It's jasmine. The scent of jasmine.
It's truly amazing. I've never seen it in Great Xia.
This is a specialty of our Heaven County. Of course you wouldn't know.
This kind of silk is so smooth and elastic, it can definitely be called a top-quality treasure.
Oh, don't bring it. This is worn on the legs. Heavenly silk treasure. Mr. Cheng also calls it a man's treasure.
Oh, not bad. And that thing called soap, can also solve the problem you tribal people have with bathing difficulties.
These things, I'll take them all.
What's the rush? I haven't even told you the price yet.
Just these few little things. I'm a tribal chief. Do you think I can't afford them?
Ha ha ha. All right. For each item, I'll trade this many sheep.
3 sheep. The price is a bit high, but I can still afford it.
I wasn't talking about 3 sheep. It's 300 sheep.
What? That's more expensive than gold. Why don't you just go and rob someone?
Are you crazy? How is this price even possible? Who would buy it?
How is this different from daylight robbery? 300 sheep, you know. Sigh. Put it here. Our main hall can't even fit them all.
This is the price. There's no negotiation. The export price from Heaven County only goes up, not down. At this price among the tribes, it will definitely sell well.
Mr. Cheng, I'm genuinely here to do business with you. But with this attitude of yours, then what kind of business are we doing?
Since the price is unacceptable, let's not do business.
Nate, do you think the barbarians are fools? With such a high price, how could they possibly buy it? Although it is indeed comfortable to wear.
Your Majesty, such a high price, isn't that taking advantage of people?
Mr. Cheng, it is indeed a bit high.
No bargaining. This is a specialty of Heaven County. I make the decisions.
That makes sense. It's only right for Mr. Cheng to set the price himself.
Janet, since you're letting us barbarians, Big Brother can't afford it. Then take it back.
Mr. Cheng's way is no different from mountain bandits. Mr. Cheng, I'll make the decision for Dad. 300 sheep, in exchange for one thing. We'll take as many as you have.
You're crazy.
Dad, you're crazy. These barbarians. Are you really going to buy it?
Are you crazy? That's 300 sheep.
What do you people from Daxia know? In our tribe, this kind of thing, the noble ladies love it. Don't even mention 300 sheep. They would trade all 500 sheep.
That's right, I completely forgot about the lady. I forgot about this matter. Even if it's 300, they would trade all 500 sheep.
Janet, take them to the warehouse, sell as many as we have. Yes.
Hurry up and come with me.
We're going to make a fortune. Mr. Cheng, we're going to make a fortune.
Shut up.
Mr. Cheng, why didn't you take advantage of Sima Jun's charges to directly get rid of the treacherous minister Alan Sima today in court?
It's not the right time yet. The situation is unfavorable for us. We need to wait for the right opportunity.
Why are you being so mysterious? Just tell me.
We're not fully prepared yet. If that old thief decides to fight us to the end, don't they have more people than us?
He doesn't dare.
Oh, Your Majesty is so confident. Alan Sima will definitely rebel. It's just a matter of time.
My son's death was unjust. This vengeance, I, Alan Sima, will avenge sooner or later.
But, my lord, this Nate Cheng is ruthless and cautious. And the Emperor protects him.
So what if the Emperor protects him? The court is now under the Sima family.
My lord, I am willing to serve as your pawn, to give my all, and never hesitate even in death.
All right, I know you're loyal. Stand up.
My lord, do you already have a plan?
Nate Cheng has repeatedly ruined my plans. Tomorrow, we will eliminate him, but to execute someone in court, I need a pretext.
Sir, you instructed me to gather witnesses from Heaven County. The evidence has arrived.
Well done. Regardless of whether there is any, make sure to pin the crime on him.
Rest assured, sir, it's already taken care of.
I have arranged for the city guards to be on standby tomorrow.
Nate Cheng will be executed on the spot, with you personally taking charge, with our support. This Nate Cheng has no way out.
Haha.
Your Majesty, I have a report.
Speak.
I want to impeach Nate Cheng for oppressing the people and corruption toward superiors. He deceives and misleads with malicious intentions. He is truly a treacherous official.
That's right, Your Majesty. This Nate Cheng has been committing wrongdoings in Heaven County. He is truly a heinous criminal.
Alan Sima is determined. He wants me to kill Nate Cheng.
I think you're just intentionally tarnishing Mr. Cheng's reputation, trying to weaken our great Xia.
Please, Your Majesty, see clearly. I never lie.
What skill is there in making baseless claims? If you have the ability, bring out the evidence.
Evidence? The former Minister of Personnel's father is from your Heaven County.
Who's causing trouble?
Mr. Huang, if you don't enter the court now, then when?
Mr. Huang.
I am Rick Huang. Greetings, Your Majesty.
It's you. How dare you complain first? Watch me deal with you.
Hey! Calm down, calm down. How nice it would be to have a monkey, Mr. Huang, you're still alive. Go back. I will definitely talk to my subordinates. How could they be so gentle? Courageous indeed, Mr. Huang. still dare to accuse me, ah.
Your Majesty, this humble citizen wants to accuse Nate Cheng. He has ruined us common folks. Our families are destroyed. Anyway, the Chancellor said, Nate Cheng must die. I'm risking it all.
Nonsense. You, Rick Huang.
Hey! Your Majesty. I am an honest official. How can I not let people file complaints? Speak quickly.
What are you doing?
If you want to look good like a monkey. Speak. You better think it through for me. Then speak.
Nate Cheng, do not threaten the people. Shut up. Your Majesty. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to accuse Nate Cheng. He illegally expanded the county's city walls. Built a lavish palace. He also sold grain to the enemy, ruthlessly killed civilians, suffering greatly.
Recruited foreigners without permission. Harmed our dynasty's officials. Falsely reported disasters to evade taxes, embezzled relief grain. Each and every act is akin to treason. All are capital offenses.
Your Majesty, please execute Nate Cheng as a warning to others.
Sigh, you filed a complaint against me, and still need the Prime Minister to help you finish it off. Right, Prime Minister?
Nate Cheng. How dare you commit violence openly in the court?
Enough, stop this nonsense. You all know, Mr. Cheng is innocent. Your actions are forcing me to cut off my own arm.
Indeed, if it weren't for Mr. Cheng's kindness, he would have spared him his life. Can he make it here?
Your Majesty, Alan Sima requests to execute Nate Cheng. To restore a bright world to the country.
Your Majesty, please execute Nate Cheng to restore a bright world to the Qian.
Prime Minister. You really haven't forgotten your original intention.
Nate Cheng, don't be too arrogant. Your Majesty, please execute Nate Cheng. Please appoint Nate Cheng. Everyone in the court is under my control. With a pretext, I can have you killed.
You all know, Mr. Cheng is innocent. What I did today was forcing me to cut off my arm.
Your humble servant requests to execute Nate Cheng. Your Majesty, the Imperial guards have surrounded the main hall. For the sake of Daxia, please execute Nate Cheng.
You all dare to openly enter the hall with swords. Your actions are no different from rebellion.
Rebellion, Your Majesty, why do you say that? As the Prime Minister, I'm rectifying the court's order.
Indeed, my Lord Prime Minister is exhausting every effort for our great Xia. Your Majesty, it's good that you understand.
With you doing this, rectifying the court's order, how is this any different from rebellion?
Your Majesty, a wise man submits to circumstances. My Lord Prime Minister is also doing this for the good of our great Xia.
What we are doing today is nothing but want to eliminate dissidents? Isn't that what you want? To break my support?
So what if I do, at this moment, in this place, Your Majesty? It is best to listen.
Your Majesty, being an emperor, is truly pitiful. Not a trace of imperial majesty.
Nate Cheng, they want to kill you. I will not agree to it.
Your Majesty. If I start a massacre in the Grand Hall, would I be guilty?
Minister. Go ahead and do as you please.
Okay.
Ha 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 ha. Start the massacre. Now I have the advantage in numbers. The advantage is mine.
Kill the treacherous minister, Nate Cheng. Purify the court. Restore the great Xia. Let justice prevail.
Someone come. Tear him to pieces for me.
Do you see what I have in my hand? This gun, don't you?
Sir, are you not perhaps scared? Your hand is empty, after all.
Do you take me for a 3-year-old child? No way.
Ha ha. Bang.
What did you do?
You really think I went to court without any preparation? Janet. You better aim for me. Don't let any of them escape.
Yes, sir.
Let's take down this sorcerer first.
Bang.
What on earth is this? Someone.
Congratulations, everyone, for becoming the first batch of lucky ones to be hunted by me. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Sorcery. It's all sorcery. It must be sorcery.
Nate Cheng's methods are truly terrifying.
How exactly did they die?
You just tried to kill me, right?
Don't.
Protect the Chancellor.
How exactly did they die?
Why did the dead need to know so much? Why? Bang!
Run. As long as the green hills last, there's no fear of running out of firewood.
Bang!
Sir.
Hey!
Chase them. They ran away, what if they come back?
They are defeated dogs, why bother chasing them? Besides, I have plenty of ways to deal with them.
Mr. Cheng said so, that's true.
Since Mr. Cheng said so, then I'm relieved.
People, clean up.
The matter of Prime Minister Sima's rebellion and execution, you all know, right?
Congratulations, Your Majesty. Best wishes, Your Majesty. Removing Alan Sima and his followers, huh?
You all aren't following Alan Sima anymore.
We are also loyal royalists to Your Majesty. But Alan Sima really has great power. We usually are insignificant. It's truly impossible to oppose them.
Oh, Your Majesty. It seems you still have a few loyal ministers.
Whether loyal or treacherous, who can say for sure?
Them. They offended Alan Sima before. Just getting by here. Do you think they're loyal or not? How would I know?
Loyalty isn't important. As long as they listen. Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard.
Oh.
Mr. Cheng.
Ah.
The one you mentioned, may I have a look?
Yes, I'd like to see it too. What's it called? Divine Soldiers.
Sure. Janet, come in.
Yes, sir.
The one you mentioned, is it Miss Janet Lee?
Of course. My personal bodyguard, naturally, she can do anything.
Sister, look.
Truly a heroine among women.
I don't deserve such praise. The credit belongs to the adults. We are just following orders.
Come. Today, I will open your eyes. This item is called Barrett. It's my professional gun, anti-material, sniper rifle. One shot, one hit.
A total of 24 rounds. Each round costs 100 taels. May I ask if it will be on credit or paid in cash?
We have to pay for this.
Of course. The equipment I have was built with a lot of money. If it were free, my workers and the officers would be starving.
All right, here. With such divine weapons, the Great Xiao will surely be secured.
Congratulations, Your Majesty. Best wishes, Your Majesty.
Shut up. You two only know how to flatter and fawn.
My royal sister, after all, so many have died, court ministers. Some have fled, then these vacant, official positions.
Let's discuss them later.
Since you are willing to follow me, I will not treat you unfairly. The Khan of the Barbarian Kingdom invites us to go together. Nate Cheng ruined my family. The wolves and foxes have fled. When I regain power, I will definitely kill Nate Cheng. As for the Great Xia, it is destined to be under our control. I as Emperor. You as a founding minister.
I will follow your orders.
This place. I will definitely come back.
Mr. Cheng, what you wrote, is this the solution for the appointment and removal of officials?
That's right. By using this method, the dynasty of Daxia can extend for another 500 years. It's not a problem.
The Imperial examination system, using this method, to recruit officials for the court, will it work?
Of course. This is something proven by history.
Whether this method is effective is still unclear. It's getting late. Let's go to court first.
Rest assured, Your Majesty. Once this method is implemented, it will definitely surprise those fools and drop their jaws.
Minister Zhang. This time, so many official positions are vacant. We both must work harder.
Absolutely. Our disciples, so many of them. When the time comes, we will recommend them all to the court as important officials.
This way, our disciples and former subordinates will all have excellent opportunities.
Brilliant.
What brilliance?
Nothing, Your Majesty.
You misheard. Oh, Your Majesty, let us proceed quickly, and start the court meeting.
State affairs must not be delayed. Currently, in the court, many official positions are vacant. Everyone, do you have any good strategies?
Your Majesty. We know many, extremely talented individuals, who can be recommended to serve in the court.
Indeed, Your Majesty. If these capable people and ministers enter the court to serve, our great Xia kingdom will be stabilized soon.
Are there really such capable people and ministers?
Your Majesty, listen to their bragging. It's nothing but officials protecting each other, that old trick.
You're talking nonsense. We are all people with aspirations to serve the country.
Hoof. Recommending their own students and former subordinates, or relatives and friends, to become officials in the court. It's the recommendation system, right?
Of course. Our great Xia has always selected officials this way since ancient times. Why not?
That's why this great Xia is about to fall. The royal family has lost face in the court. Isn't it just because of you, bureaucrats protecting each other?
You.
In that case, Mr. Cheng, do you have any good strategies?
I have a method, called the Imperial examination system. It can ensure 500 years of peace for Xia.
This Imperial examination system, what is it again? We've never heard of it.
It can't be you, Mr. Cheng. What kind of crooked plan are you thinking of? To use this to control the court, huh? TSK.
Your Majesty. Look.
The Imperial examination system. Passing the exam to select officials. The examination is divided into categories. Everything is based on merit. As long as you participate in the Imperial examination, you have the chance to become an official.
It means, from now on, the appointment and removal of officials won't be decided by us. We also can't recommend talents for official positions.
Of course. Otherwise, just based on a few words from you and a few greetings, someone could become an official. How many more Alan Simas do you want?
That's slander.
Exactly.
I am a loyal official. I only recommend capable and talented people for official positions.
Indeed. We will never be like Alan Sima, using recommended officials to form cliques for personal gain.
Who knows if you are loyal officials or not? Anyway, from now on, everyone becoming an official, including the common people, must go through the Imperial examination system.
Your Majesty, this method won't work. This Imperial examination system, the examination method, cannot assess the character of the officials, their conduct, morality. These things cannot be guaranteed. The quality of officials, indeed.
Yes, Your Majesty. If we let these people who only know how to take exams become officials, the country will be in danger.
Mr. Cheng. This Imperial examination system, as you said, it can indeed ensure that officials no longer form cliques for personal gain. However, only through examinations to decide the appointment and removal of officials. Wouldn't that be a bit of a child's play?
That's right, Your Majesty. We cannot implement the Imperial examination system
this way. The test paper's in my hand. It's done. You can choose whoever you want. I won't hesitate.
Just what I wanted. Language arts. Geography and mathematics. What is this stuff?
Why? These questions can stump you, a third-rank official?
Difficult. I can do these effortlessly.
Stop talking and get it done quickly.
But how can you only test me? I propose. Let Mr. Zhang do it together. These things, I've never seen them, how to do it. Only by getting others involved.
I approve.
Bring the pen.
Come. Hoof.
You think just with these questions, you can elect a capable minister in times of peace? That's really a fool's dream. I'll give it to you in a minute. Calculate it.
Mr. Zhang, wait for us to finish it. Give a hard blow to this, Nate Cheng's face.
TSK.
Nate, do you want us to?
What kind of exam question is this? What a ridiculous question. A 500 cubic meter pool has a leak. At the same time, it's pouring rain. The question is, how long the water in the pool can overflow?
And this one? Which of the following options is not a necessary condition for the formation of a typhoon? A. Ocean temperature exceeds 26.5 degrees. B. X. Vertical wind shear decreases. C.
Nate Cheng, are you using these nonsensical test questions to mess with us? Huh.
Ridiculous. These questions are tailored specifically to the conditions of our country. Every question directly targets the weaknesses of our great Xia.
Yes, yes, yes. Did you come up with these questions? Whatever you say is right.
Humph. How about this? If I can explain why these questions can select officials, you kneel before me and call me Grandpa 3 times and kowtow 3 times.
That's an insult to culture.
Oh, such a big temper. If I explain it and you're not satisfied, I'll kneel before you.
Fine. I'll agree to this on Theo's behalf.
You.
Okay. The classic reservoir problem. You don't even understand. How did you do it, Minister of Water Management?
I manage the water. Why do I need to understand these?
Our great summer's long river has dry periods and reservoir periods. You at least understand this, right? If you know how to solve this reservoir problem, you can use the problem-solving approach and then apply it to the river's dry periods. Wouldn't that allow you to manage the flood issues?
Everything he said is true.
It seems. That's true.
Humph. And then there's the typhoon. You're the governor of Huangzhou. It's located in a coastal area. If you could understand how the typhoon forms, wouldn't you be able to prevent natural disasters?
Humph. Everyone understands that in theory. But who really knows how a typhoon forms?
Coincidentally, I do know.
Words alone are not enough.
That's right.
Language, math, politics, history. Saying I'm just talking without proof. Let's talk after we finish reading these textbooks.
This river disaster prevention. Such algorithms actually exist. This hydrology period can actually have such algorithms. Establish a mathematical model. Set up equations. Even L'Hopital's rule can be applied.
This world is actually composed of 4 major oceans, plus the oceanic climate, subtropical climate, impact on coastal weather.
From the masses to the masses. Being an official actually requires this. How strange, how strange.
How about it? The officials selected by my Imperial examination system are these kinds of officials? Can he become a capable minister in times of peace?
This.
Grandpa.
Hey. Stop knocking. It's bad luck. Get up.
Thank you, Mr. Cheng.
Is the Imperial examination really that amazing?
Of course, since it's my creation, naturally, it's amazing.
Your Majesty, the official selected through the Imperial examination system, can indeed hold their own in court.
So, what do you two mean? The appointment and removal of officials in the future will be conducted according to this Imperial examination system.
This.
What do you mean by this? Aren't you all loyal ministers? Loyal ministers.
Your Majesty, Mr. Cheng's method is beyond comprehension. For the longevity of the Great Xia Kingdom, selecting officials should be done using this method.
I also agree.
Your Majesty. Since everyone thinks this method is useful, can I ask for a reward?
Mr. Cheng. Since you are the Grand Advisor for our Great Xia and strategize for us, it's only natural.
This Imperial examination system was devised by Mr. Cheng with great effort. If we don't reward him, wouldn't it make me seem a bit stingy?
Not bad, the young one is teachable.
Convey my decree, reward Mr. Cheng.
Janet, settle the expenses for the Imperial examination system, do the accounts, right, and the planning costs.
The bill has been delivered to His Majesty's chamber.
Well done.
Mr. Cheng, although it is a reward, but the treasury is empty. Can this reward matter be?
Oh, don't worry. Under Alan Sima, there are so many corrupt officials. Seize their property, and you'll have everything.
Just a mere court official. How much can he have?
How much can he have? Your Majesty, I request permission to personally investigate the home of the guilty official. The assets obtained from the investigation. We'll split it 50-50. How about that? Just waiting for this fund, then we can upgrade the lab.
This is what you said. A mere criminal, how much wealth can he have to split? This way, I can save some money.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Prime Minister Sima. Do you have any thoughts of returning to Daxia for revenge?
Not a day passes without me thinking of eating their flesh and gnawing their bones.
You wanted to kill me just now, didn't you?
Prime Minister Sima, such ambition. To be honest, last night, Greg Cheng already asked me for a battle. I hope you can take them back. To kill Nate Cheng. Take revenge and seize the treasure.
Are you serious about this, Your Majesty?
Absolutely.
I will surely behead Nate Cheng and the Empress for you, Your Majesty. By then, the Great Xia will inevitably collapse in an instant. And the Mongols will take over the Great Xia in no time.
Greg Cheng and his subordinates, 300 wolf guards, will be under your command. Don't let me down.
Rest assured, my lord. This Imperial city was personally supervised by me back in the day. I oversaw its construction. I know the terrain and layout like the back of my hand.
Good. Then I will go ahead and wish the Prime Minister a great victory in overthrowing this great Xia dynasty.
I will not fail the trust of the king. The time for our revenge has come.
Come.
Ha ha ha.
Janet. The task of confiscating the property is entrusted to you. Do you know how to handle it?
Don't worry, sir. Against those treacherous ministers, I won't let go of even a single thread.
Foolish. What I want are people, beautiful concubines, lovely maids. Do you understand?
Sir, you're really bad.
Naughty.
Your Majesty, the Long River frequently floods. The prefect of Zhu Prefecture requests Your Majesty to allocate 300,000 taels of silver from the inner treasury and recruit 100,000 people to build a dam.
Shouldn't this money be allocated by the Ministry of Revenue?
Your Majesty. The Ministry of Revenue also has no money.
But the inner treasury is also out of money.
Oh. Your Majesty, last time when we confiscated the criminal's home, the amount that ended up in your hands was at least 20 million, right?
How much did you say?
20 million.
That's absolutely impossible.
If you don't believe me, come and see for yourself.
Sir.
Janet. Confiscated the trader's property. Is there really that much?
Probably even more.
Your Majesty. Let's go in and take a look, then we'll know. Let's go.
Gold, it's all gold.
These traders have really made Your Majesty a fortune.
Sister, we've struck it rich.
These corrupt officials. How can they have more money than me, the Empress, have more money?
Those guilty ministers, when they were undermining you, weren't they eagerly stuffing money into their own pockets?
Your Majesty, I request that Your Majesty allocate these proceeds to the Ministry of Revenue to boost our Great Xia's finances.
Indeed, Your Majesty, if this money goes to the Ministry of Revenue, our Great Xia dynasty can last for 10,000 years.
What is it? We have a bit of money, and you're already eyeing it, aren't you?
We, your ministers, are also thinking about the Xia dynasty's future.
Fine. From this silver, allocate 2 million taels to the Ministry of Revenue for the Long River Water Conservancy project.
But Your Majesty.
But what? Are you also going to learn from Alan Sima and threaten the Emperor? Ah.
I wouldn't dare.
All right, all right.
With this 2 million, it's enough.
You all come on up. Sir, they.
Hey, well done, Janet, get these beauties, wash it clean for me, send it to my residence. So I can train them well.
Mr. Cheng, you and His Majesty have already confiscated so much gold and silver, and now you want to take all these women into your house for training.
That's right. These beauties, being trained by me, is their good fortune.
Disgraceful. You are simply disgraceful. How can you still resemble a scholar?
When did I ever say I was a scholar?
Sister, should we intervene?
Let's wait and see for now.
You scoundrel. Abducting women, how are you any different from a villain?
I did abduct them, these women, being trained by me, is their blessing.
You, despicable villain. Forcing women, such shamelessness.
Indeed. A woman trained by Mr. Cheng must be truly blessed. I wonder where she got such fortune.
Sarcastic, aren't you? Ah. This act of yours won't work in front of His Majesty. Displaying unwavering integrity, techniques, it's long outdated.
Your Majesty, please issue the decree, let Mr. Cheng release these innocent women, please.
Yes, Your Majesty. Although the traitors are guilty, but the disaster won't affect the family.
Then, Mr. Cheng, why not just release these women, all of them?
Isn't having me enough?
Did you hear that? The two gentlemen are kind-hearted, they want to release you. Disperse now, go back to where you came from.
Mr. Zhang. These women will surely be grateful to us.
Damn old man, what does this have to do with you? I am willing to be educated by Mr. Cheng. Please, Mr. Cheng, take us, educate us, otherwise, we'd rather die.
See that? It wasn't me who forced it.
Impossible. How could any woman be willing to demean herself like this?
A woman should uphold her virtue. Uphold her virtue.
Shut up. You corrupt officials have filthy minds. Whatever you think about is all dirty. Mr. Cheng's guidance is meant to reform us. Lady Janet has already told us. At the Lord's residence, we can learn about economics and various new technologies. It's nothing like what you're thinking about, those matters between men and women. You people are really disgusting.
It's not that kind of training.
May I ask, which woman wouldn't envy Janet Lee? Being by Mr. Cheng's side. And becoming a talented woman admired by all, in the near future.
HMPH. I told you, Mr. Cheng is not that kind of person.
Sir, the secret passage to the palace hasn't been discovered yet. We can, without anyone knowing, directly break into the forbidden area of the palace.
While the guards are distracted, I can't get away right now. Go directly to assassinate Nate Cheng, with Stella Qian and the others.
Understood.
You take some people. Follow my plan. Create the biggest chaos in the capital. Kill and set fires, disturb the public. In case anything, just in case. Once I get rid of the Empress and Nate Cheng, I'll open the palace gates to welcome you.
Rest assured, Prime Minister.
Your Majesty, I say, what's so good about approving these memorials? Come over and entertain with me, that's the real business.
Mr. Cheng, please do not disturb me, handling official duties, okay?
Oh,
Mr. Cheng, how am I doing?
compared to Janet. Compared to Janet, still far off. Are you crazy?
Nate Cheng. You're in quite the mood.
Alan Sima. How did you sneak in here?
Stella Qian. I was the one who oversaw the construction of this palace. Naturally, from the start, I built secret passages.
We used these passages to sneak into the palace without anyone noticing. Assassinating you all is a piece of cake.
Your Majesty, the security measures of this palace are really lacking. How come any Tom, Dick, or Harry can sneak in?
Tom, Dick, or Harry. I think you all are the Tom, Dick, and Harry.
As long as I kill you here. With the remaining influence I have in court, in an instant, I can control the entire Xia dynasty.
Have you forgotten my capabilities? Do you remember this? Still want to kill me?
Nate Cheng. Do you recognize this?
How could you have this thing? Nate Cheng. What is going on here?
Ha ha ha. You didn't expect this, did you? Back when I lost to Nate Cheng, I ordered my loyal men to steal this treasure. Weapons are something I
guard most strictly, and yet you managed to steal it. Impressive skills.
Nate Cheng. I see you as a talented person. Kneel and submit to me, and I can spare your life.
I, Nate Cheng, a man of honor, will never bow to anyone. Oh, except you, Your Majesty.
Is this really the time to be joking like that? Hurry up and think of a way to escape.
Escape? Where to?
Yes, Your Majesty. You built this palace with such high walls and deep courtyards. Even if we escape, there's nowhere to go.
Guards. Where are the guards? Why haven't they come to rescue us yet?
The palace guards, I'm afraid they might all be remnants of Alan Sima's faction. They might have been reassigned.
Clever. Nate Cheng, I'll count to 3. If you still don't kneel. Don't blame me. No mercy from me.
123. I'm done counting. Where's your ruthlessness?
Nate Cheng, so this is how you play, huh? Yeah.
Why are you provoking him?
Looking for trouble.
Hey, move aside.
Nate Cheng. Stand up.
You reckless fool. I'm giving you a chance to surrender. Useless.
Nate Cheng, haven't you always claimed to be so powerful? I command you to get up.
Nate Cheng, get up. Nate Cheng.
Nate Cheng, didn't you want to see me and my sister in black silk cheongsams? We'll wear them for you.
You're already dead. Can you still be shaken awake? Ha ha ha. Destiny, the Grand Xia, ultimately belongs to my Sima family.
Alan Sima. If I don't kill you today, I swear I'm not human.
Stella Qian. Until today, I can still spare your life. It is so that tomorrow, you can announce to the world to abdicate to me willingly.
I think, the dignified Empress, Stella Qian, should not want to become a plaything, right?
Don't even think about it, dream on.
Nate Cheng. What do you have to compete with me?
Hey, old man, I'm not dead yet.
Oh no.
Whoever moves, I'll kill.
Impossible. How are you not dead yet?
Poof. Advanced technology, you wouldn't understand.
You scared me to death.
Oh my. Don't worry, you're Mr. Cheng. When have I ever been unreliable?
This bulletproof vest. What exactly is it?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. Anyway, you just need to know. I have this thing, invincible, impervious to swords and spears.
Nate Cheng, you're deceiving the king, putting the two of us so worried.
Deceiving you is just a tactic, to defeat the enemy in one move, that's the goal.
I lost.
Lost? Aren't you going to kneel? And you too. What are you standing there for?
Spare me, Mr. Cheng. It was all that old fox Sima. He forced me. Spare me, Mr. Cheng. Mr. Cheng.
Just the two of you. You think you can kill me? You think you can force the Emperor to abdicate?
Nate Cheng. Don't be too smug. We still have a backup plan.
Oh. A backup plan? Come on. Let's hear it.
We've already made arrangements. 300 elite barbarian guards will incite a riot in the capital city if you release me now. I can call back the barbarians. Otherwise, the capital will be in ruins.
Alan Sima, you traitor.
Your Majesty, I advise you to have Nate Cheng release us immediately.
Nate.
You old fool. Even if everyone in the city dies, what does it have to do with me? There's no way I'm letting you go today.
Nate Cheng. You are just like me, caring for people's lives.
Nate, I order you to release him. I cannot watch the people be slaughtered by the barbarians.
Oh dear, Your Majesty, please think carefully. Since they are the barbarians, elite guards, how could they possibly be unharmed, staying in the capital?
Yes, sister. Mr. Cheng isn't afraid at all of that old scoundrel Alan Sima. It must have been arranged by him.
There's a way. What way could there be? I can't ignore the people.
Exactly. Let me go quickly.
Don't even think about it. There's absolutely no way I'll let you go.
Nate Cheng.
Take action. Kill the enemy with your own hands.
You can't kill me. Stella Qian. Nate Cheng is not human, but you are the Emperor. You also. Don't you care about the lives of the people?
Nate Cheng. Let him go. I can't ignore the people.
It's not Your Majesty. Are you out of your mind? You believe him and not me?
Sister, you.
This Alan Sima. Today, I must kill.
Nate Cheng, don't push me.
Ha ha ha. What Imperial tutor? It's nothing special.
Don't worry. Once you're dead, you can't laugh. Your Majesty. Greg Cheng is also my man. You didn't know that, did you?
How is that possible?
Greg Cheng volunteered to request battle from the Barbarian King, including bringing you all to the capital. It was all arranged by me.
Why should I listen to you?
I have a precious treasure that makes money. Greg Cheng likes money. It's a perfect match.
Greg Cheng is your man.
I just didn't expect it. You guys were actually able to distract Greg Cheng and then secretly sneak into the palace through the secret passage. This really caught me off guard.
Then they won't start a riot either.
Of course, there won't be a riot. So that's how it is. How is it? I made it clear, huh? You can be an informed ghost now. Relax.
Nate Cheng. It's my fault.
I never taught you how to use it. You really don't think you can shoot, right? Oh, by the way. You too. Remember the Chong salmon black stockings? Arrange it for me. Hey! It's just right to teach you now. Give me your hand.
My dear ministers. Alan Sima and his rebellious party. He has been executed by our Grand Master of the Xia Kingdom, Nate Ching. We should celebrate for the Grand Master as soon as possible.
Mr. Cheng is wise and brave. This time, in eliminating the traitors, he has made outstanding military achievements.
Since you share the same opinion with me, then I wish to marry the Grand Master with my royal sister. As soon as possible. Please make the arrangements quickly. When you mentioned eliminating the remnants, you meant Alan Sima and the group of traitors?
Yes, that's right. Just wait. I will eliminate them all.
Then if all is lost, the three of us will have a grand wedding together.
Indeed, that's my student. You've got some nerve.
Absolutely not, Your Majesty. Our great Xia has never had such a precedent.
Do I still have to follow precedent for matters of marriage and funerals?
Your Majesty. This is a tradition of our great Xia for hundreds of years. It cannot be easily abolished. Your Majesty.
Mr. Cheng has served our great Xia. Why not allow him to marry my sister and me, and enjoy some happiness?
This is against the national law.
National law? Under the heavens, everything belongs to the king. All within the seas are his subjects. Isn't Your Majesty the national law?
My rules are the rules. My decision is final.
But Your Majesty. Why can Mr. Cheng make you break the precedent? You weren't like this before.
Why? Because he has repeatedly turned danger into safety, rescued me from peril, and saved Daxiao when it was on the brink of collapse. Isn't that enough?
Not enough. This is Mr. Cheng's duty as a minister. It's his obligation, not enough for a monarch, to break the rules.
So you mean, you think my skills aren't great enough, the skills are not obvious enough, so we can't let His Majesty break this rule, right?
That's correct.
I don't care. Today, I
Report. Your Majesty, I report, the laborers in Changhe have revolted.
Revolted.
The flood in Changhe is getting worse, but the laborers working on water conservation have started a riot.
I have allocated 1 million taels of silver. How come the disaster hasn't been resolved? And the laborers have revolted.
Impossible.
But the conscripted laborers really started a riot. 2 million taels of silver, it's a total loss.
Alright, I allocated a full 2 million taels of silver from the Treasury for you. Now that the disaster victims are rioting, how do you explain this?
Your Majesty. It must be those greedy refugees, that's why they caused the riot.
Fools, there must be someone, regarding those 2 million taels of silver, they were embezzled, which led to the corruption, and the ensuing riots. If I were to handle this matter, absolutely unnecessary, 2 million taels of silver, I only need 500,000 taels.
Mr. Cheng, don't overestimate yourself too much. Getting involved with the disaster relief is not a simple matter.
It's like climbing a mountain for you, but for me, it's as easy as pie.
Mr. Cheng. If you truly have such extraordinary skills, even if His Majesty makes an exception for you, we would all agree.
Your Majesty, since everyone says so, let me then go handle the construction of the Long River, the Water Conservancy project, right?
But even with 2 million taels, it couldn't be done. How can you manage with just 500,000 taels? Is it possible?
No! In my dictionary, there's no such thing as impossible.
Then I will send Mr. Cheng to manage the Long River.
Sister, Mr. Cheng, it's been 2 months since you left the capital for Changhe, right?
Yes. If we calculate the days, he should be back by now. I wonder if he can make it or not.
He can't do it. He has to. I'm already pregnant.
You're pregnant?
Well, Mr. Cheng is quite capable.
Forget it. About the pregnancy, I'll deal with you tonight. Let's attend the court session first.
Mr. Zhang. I heard recently, something happened in Changhe.
Are you referring to Nate Qing mixing the food for the workers with wheat bran and supervising them more strictly, leading to workers being beaten?
Yes, that's right. I think the workers might revolt as well.
Someone like Nate Qing doesn't know how to govern people. His failure was expected by me.
Regardless, the marriage between me and my royal sister, and him, will proceed as planned.
Your Majesty, this doesn't comply with our bet with Mr. Cheng.
No matter what I say, it is what it is.
Your Majesty, even if you want to be willful, Nate Cheng really isn't a good person.
Yes, Your Majesty. I have long heard rumors saying that Nate Cheng, at the construction site in Changhe, not only mixed the workers' food with wheat bran, but also forced the people to work day and night. These people are really suffering.
I don't believe Mr. Cheng is such a person.
I think you all are tarnishing Mr. Cheng's reputation. He's not like that. I won't listen, and I don't believe it.
No matter what, my mind is made up. When Mr. Cheng returns, we will get married immediately.
Absolutely not, Your Majesty.
Silence. The matters of His Majesty are not for you to interfere with.
Nate, you're back.
Your Majesty, the Long River affair is settled. I have succeeded completely.
Regardless of whether the Long River affair succeeds or not, our marriage cannot be delayed any longer.
Who said it wasn't accomplished? As for the Long River affair, it was a complete success.
Impossible. Your violent acts at the construction site, we've all heard about them. Forcing such high-pressure work. How could the laborers willingly repair the Long River?
Nonsense. Oh, you must be jealous of my marriage with His Majesty and the princess.
If your kind of violence could work, I'd take my head off and let you kick it like a ball. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Best wishes, Your Majesty. The Long River repair ceremony has been successfully completed.
What?
How is it? Even the chief eunuch of Lianshan River has come to testify. What else do you have to say?
You saw it with your own eyes. The Long River project has been completed. That's right. As the chief eunuch, would I dare to report false news? Why? Why did you feed the laborers wheat bran and mixed grains, working day and night? How could it be completed?
Well, it's precisely because I fed the laborers wheat bran and mixed grains that those officials didn't take advantage and embezzle the public grain.
Exactly. It's precisely because of Mr. Cheng's brilliant strategy. That's why those laborers are so grateful to Mr. Cheng. This is one of the few opportunities they have to eat their fill. But you forced the laborers to rush the work. This is an atrocity.
Foolishness. If I don't make them rush the work, how can they catch up with the autumn harvest? Even if I don't push them to work faster, they themselves are rushing to work.
How could this be?
Since it's like this, Lance, Jean Bao, you alone, what else is there to say?
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Best wishes, Your Majesty.
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Best wishes, Your Majesty.
You found a good match.
A true man. Like me, Nate Cheng. Come. Why still attend court?
Heaven is unjust, heaven is unjust. Let's go back first, take care of the wedding arrangements.